What's up, YouTube? So I'm making a video that goes over steering. I find a lot of my students have issues with steering. They have a big problem. They can go straight. Straight is much easier, obviously. And they'll tell me that they can drive, they just can't steer. They don't know how to do corners. So I'm gonna do a video just with me driving around, you know, showing you the techniques that I use to steer and try to simplify it on some level, right? So you're driving around, the steering is most definitely not nearly as difficult as it seems right now as a new driver. So hopefully by the time you finish watching this video, you will have some idea, you know, how to steer, and with practice obviously you'll get better at steering. Practice makes perfect, right? Just like you'll get better at driving overall, steering will become easier. So I want you to watch this video, like this video, and subscribe to my channel. Alright, I thank you guys very much for supporting the channel. It's going pretty good so far, and I hope that you guys continue to support the channel. Thank you again, and subscribe. I have a lot of my students that have an issue, have a big issue with steering. They always tell me my problem is steering. So I'm gonna drive around for a little while and, you know, show you the basic steering techniques, right? Alright, so I'm gonna reverse from this parking space that I'm at. See, I'm holding the wheel like that. You know, I'm reversing, looking behind me. And if you watch my hands, see I'm steering, hand over hand. Hand over hand steering. Trying to drive and I'm steering hand over hand. It's the easiest, most efficient way to steer. Right? So I'm going to make a left turn here. Make sure you use your turn signal all the time. And you turn hand over hand. And then you kind of just release the steering wheel and straighten back to the middle. Right? We can left here. Hand over hand steering. Just make sure you're in control. Steer hand over hand. And the car basically does most of the steering for you. It's pretty simple. You hold it in the position here, right? You turn with one hand like that, and then you follow like that. Hand over hand steering, and you always try to go back to the middle. Steer just like that, hand over hand. Taking it right here. Hand over hand steering, and straighten back to the middle. Always back to the middle. Make another right here. Hand over hand. If you notice, I let go off the wheel, it straightens up by itself. The car is designed to straighten up by itself for the most part. So when you go around like a big curve, you don't have to worry about trying to do that to straighten it up. Just pretty much let it go like that. You see, it straightens up by itself. I'm not suggesting that you should take your hands off like I just did. It's just for demonstration. You want to let the steering wheel roll through your fingers. But it generally does straighten up by itself. So steering is not necessarily as hard as you think it is. You know, it's just people just hang on to the wheel too much. They're so stiff and nervous and tense. You know, they hang on to the wheel. You want to just take your time with it. You turn as much as necessary. You know, you tend to oversteer. When you're turning, you turn only as much as necessary. See, I'll turn that much, and then I'll hold it in place. And then when I finish my curve, I'll straighten the wheel. You know, you turn only as much as you need to turn. You know, when you're going around a corner, you don't turn and turn and turn. You turn only as much as you need. Alright? I'm going to make a couple of more turns. I'm going to go get gas, so I'll just keep the camera on while I drive there so you can get a better idea of how to control the car. It is really not as hard as, you know, the new drivers. I'm talking to the new drivers, obviously. lot harder, because almost everyone has issue with steering. They'll tell you, I don't know how to turn. My problem is I can't turn. Well, you know, they'll say, I know how to drive, I just can't turn. Well, I would suggest that if you can't turn, then you really don't know how to drive yet. Because turning is crucial as it relates to driving. So, see that there. And you straight back to the middle. You turn only as much as you need to turn. I'll say that again. When you're going around a corner, you don't overturn. You turn. You'll figure it out after a while. But with enough practice, you will realize that you don't need to turn nearly as much as you tend to do when you're learning to drive. You tend to turn way more than you need. So that's it. Alright, I hope that's helpful to you, and please like the video and subscribe. I really appreciate the support. Continue to watch the videos and support the channel. Okay? Thank you.